Well, welcome back for the Star Trek Rewatch. I do this every Thursday. We're in season 3, and this week's episode is For the World is Hollow, and I Have Touched the Sky. Rather pretentious title, if I do say so myself. This one was written by Rick Valertz. I don't know if I said that right. I apologize, Rick. Directed by Tony Leader. As always, I will be reading the synopsis from the Star Trek Compendium by Alan Asherman. Give a few of my thoughts and feelings on the episode. Then I'll leave it open to you in the comments section to let me know what you think about this one. So here we go. Stardate 5476.3. The Enterprise encounters the asteroid Yonada. Unknown to its inhabitants, actually a large spherical spaceship, now on a collision course with a Federation planet. So the Enterprise gets attacked by like a missile strike, which they then blow up the atomic powered missiles. Or I guess they're fuel powered. They're atomic bombs, essentially. They plot a course to intercept the thing that fired on them, which is this giant asteroid, but it's actually a planet in disguise. Kirk is notified that McCoy is suffering from a terminal illness. All right. Dr. McCoy, who's just discovered that he is terminally ill, insists on joining the landing party to Yonada. They discover the population within is governed by a sophisticated computer called the Oracle, programmed to conceal the true nature of Yonada from its people until the unique ship reaches its journey's end. But something has gone wrong with the Oracle's programming, and Kirk and Spock must find some way to alter it. So essentially the ship, the giant asteroid planet that all the people inside of don't realize is actually an asteroid traveling through space, is it's off course and it's going to collide with another planet, resulting in the death of everybody on these two worlds. So Kirk and Spock are trying to find a way to correct the course of the ship Yonada. I don't know what to call it. Asteroid ship, whatever. It's a hollowed out thing. This old dude comes wandering in and he like realizes that everything he believes is a lie. He's like, I have climbed a mountain. He says, for the world is hollow and I have touched the sky. And then he dies. The Oracle, evidently everybody's implanted with some sort of control device that can read their thoughts, knows what they're doing, and if they get out of line, it kills them or tortures them, whatever. So yeah, this guy gets killed. Anyways, meanwhile, McCoy falls in love with Natira, high priestess to the Oracle. She is played by, what's the actress's name here? It's on the second page. Pages are stuck together. Her name is Catherine Woodville. That's the actress, Catherine Woodville. She also appeared in episodes of the Night Stalker and Secret Agent. She was married to actor Patrick McNee. The character John Lormer, who plays the old man that gets killed by the Oracle here, he was in The Cage and in Return of the Archons. So this is his third episode. Of course, playing different characters in each of those. But yeah, Yonada, or not Yonada, but Natira, the high priestess, wishes McCoy to marry her, right? But only if he will stay on Yonada with her and obey the will of the Oracle. Captain Kirk and Spock penetrate the Oracle's defenses. They reprogram it to bypass the asteroid. Yonada was built centuries before by the Fabrini civilization. It includes a computer bank with advanced medical knowledge of the society. Contained in its memory is a cure for Dr. McCoy's ailment. So Spock scans the medical files, gets the advanced medical knowledge. They cure McCoy. Natiro realizes that Dr. McCoy's place is with his own people, And although she will always love him, she's not going to go with him, right? Kirk promises McCoy that when Yonada reaches its destination, the Enterprise will be there to greet Natira and her people. I don't really know what to say about this one. I mean, it's a love story. We have Dr. McCoy falling in love. This one reminded me a lot of the Arthur C. Clarke novel Songs of Distant Earth. And let's see, I did a review for this book last year. It's right here on my bookshelf. So, the Songs of Distant Earth, right? Had a very, actually, this episode came before this book, but this book, very similar to what we just watched on Star Trek. I don't know how to feel about this novel. I mean, if it came down to would I rather read this book or watch this episode again, I think the episode's more entertaining, okay, than this novel. But if you liked this episode and wanted like a more realistic dive into like a ship that's sailing from a planet where its son died to try to find a new place to live, that's essentially what this episode of Star Trek was. That's what this book is. So I don't really have much else to say. Interestingly enough, there's a love story in this novel as well. But I mean, if it came down to the Arthur C. Clarke episode versus the Star Trek episode, the Star Trek episode, in my opinion, was more entertaining. Once again, this episode's okay. It's kind of mid, which is kind of like the way I would describe this novel. This novel's not terrible. It's just incredibly like average at best. So I really don't have anything else to say. Let me know what you think about this one below. The mediocrity of season 3 continues and is kind of wearing me down a little bit. But I think next week, if I'm not mistaken, I think we have the Tholian Web, which I remember really liking that one. So I think that's probably one of the better episodes in season 3. So I look forward to that. Anyways, that's all I got for you this week. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Man, it's cold outside.